May profits be upon you. All right, we're going to take a look at pound USD. Pound USD. I hope you are doing well today. First thing I want you to note is the news that is coming. All right, the US dollar will have some big high impact news on Tuesday. Okay, that'll be the CPI data. All right, we're going to take a look at the US dollar futures right now. This is the chart for it. It's on the weekly, and you can see price has been very bullish, and we are maintaining a very bullish. I mean, this market is just bullish. All right, and that is despite the fact that we closed last week bearishly. All right, it was a bearish week last week. We've seen some weakness coming into the US dollar. All right, you see this zone that we are reacting to, a weekly zone. All right, just look over here to the left and you can see the structure that we are tapping into over here. And you can expect a reaction, and we are getting that bearish reaction as the US dollar index is showing that the US dollar is slipping a little bit. All right, you had 3 bearish days, right? Where can it be going? We could find ourselves finding support here at the this daily demand zone. Okay, and what I'm looking for is, will price get through this demand zone? It's messy. It's messy. All right. And that's something I just want you to make note of. I don't like the construction of it, but we are heading into, oh my gosh, what am I doing? I'm losing my mind over here. All right. We are heading into the demand area of this wick, right? And price could very well, like it's doing, respond here bullishly. All right. So you want to be careful as the US dollar is slipping a little bit. You want to be careful with taking buys right now in the US dollar, because I do believe this zone down here is on the weekly is unmitigated. It's imbalanced, and it's a solid zone. Price could very well come down here to mitigate, and I just want you to understand that this zone will still be intact. I mean, this uptrend will still be intact, and we can see more bullish price action from there. All right, I don't think this is the beginning of the reversal. I do not. All right, I do think there's a profit taking going on and some near-term weakness. That's all. And if we look at the COT report for the US dollar index, the US dollar currency, we can see that 76% of the institutions are long in this currency, and they have opened up 16,500 shorts. All right, they're looking for some pullback as well. Only 935 longs have been opened. Right now, if we go to the pound futures, just to take a sneaky peek, we're going into the weekly. We can see that price has found itself in the extreme of a weekly demand, the extreme of the weekly demand. It looks like this is failing. And I warned you last week that if we break that low, it looks like price will probably head towards parity at 1.0000, parity with the dollar. That you know, the traffic between there and the current price levels is not, it won't be a whole lot to hinder it. So, and but what we want to take note is last week it had a very bullish candle, right? A good bullish candle there, and we're likely to see the reaction to the extreme of this weekly zone, and we might see some more bullishness heading, you know, where price is heading up, and we can see some strength, some near-term strength heading into the pound. All right, and what I like to do is to pit the currencies that are heading up and the currencies that are heading down. I like to put them against each other, because we have a high probability of trading of success because of the momentum that's in each currency. And that's what we want to play. Now, as we see price make a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and we make this lower low, I'm looking for that lower high to be made. I'm looking for a price to trade back into this range of supply. All right, and then we can continue. Then I think it's likely that price will continue lower after doing so. All right, so that is the macro level look at the individual currency strengths of the pairing that we're talking about here, pound USD. Let's look at the currency itself, the two currencies pairing. Let me see, US dollar. We'll look at the pound USD pair itself. We see that line to be drawn here, and the 4-hour extreme, and we see that price has landed into it. Right below here is the monthly demand zone. All right, I believe we're going to end up hitting that. Let me tell you, and we hit the target that I set last week. If you remember in the last week's video, please go check it out. I was thinking that we was going to be touching down at 1.14119, and we did so. So it just lets you know that if we understand structural analysis and we can read the price action, you can forecast with a high degree of confidence and accuracy. Okay, now let's go to the 4-hour, because this is where we're going to make our money. All right, we can see on the 4-hour price has been very bearish. All right, and we're leaving behind zones of 4-hour supply. Right, you can see that price came into, remember what I said, the price is reacting right now to the weekly demand right over to the left there. All right, this weekly demand, the extreme thereof that we are finding ourselves in reacting to right now. And what did price do? We made a low, we made a pullback, and we made a lower low, breaking that structure, right? And then price breaks structure to the upside. All right, breaks the high that it was responsible for this low. Key stuff. So this signaling price is changing direction. All right, we have a market shift. All right, and again, I believe this is going to be short term, but I'm looking for more movement to the upside as the US dollar is slipping or getting weaker. The pound is coming off of oversold status, right? And you know, it's going to have some momentum, and I'm looking for the follow through. All right, price is already, watch this, price is already traded back into this zone of demand. In the, you know, this is the range of that demand zone. All right, price may come all the way down to the last bearish candle, right, and travel down here and then pop up. It could, but we already see the reaction to the entrance into the range of this demand. That's all I'm trying to stress to you. Okay, and what can we expect? Well, I'm looking for price after a break of structure. I'm looking for a return to impulse. This may be that return. All right, I'm going to watch price decide for me. All right, where it wants to go. Now, listen, I think it's going higher because we are entering premium price as opposed to discount. This is the 50% equilibrium, and I believe that price will come up and test this 4-hour supply here, and we did. All right, and there is a suspicion that we may come up here for a deeper retracement, because this is the trading range again, and this is the correction. All right, I believe price corrects, may correct higher, at least past the 50%, at least to this zone here. All right, deeper into the 4-hour zone. All right, where the magic happens, right here, where I have it, the darkness start here. All right, because this here is a daily zone, right? And we're in the 4-hour. I believe we're going to enter into that 4-hour extreme of the daily zone. I hope you catch that. So I'm looking for price to come up a little bit. looking for price to come up a little bit. All right. And I would only look to take it higher if I see supply fail. Again, this is the supply. All right. We have 4-hour supply within this supply, right? And if price breaks this, comes back, and there's a demand here responsible for this break to taking out this this zone, I'm looking to take that trade up to here. Okay. Now, if price decides to go to turn to continue a little bit bearish and come back deeper, I'm looking right here, right? And I will happily take this counter trend trade with 15-minute confirmations into this zone. I'm not swinging for the fences, looking for a long-term hold. I'm with counter trend trading, you have to limit your expectations. All right. So I'm only targeting the high to be taken and the mitigation of the 4-hour zone once we get some confirmations. So I'm going to draw that out just so that you can see it. Let me get a darkened area there for you. All right. If price comes on all the way down here, I would be so happy. What is going on? I don't understand what just happened there. Okay. 1, 2. All right. Price comes on the way down here, the 4-hour matter of fact, let me 4-hour demand. All right, this is what I'm looking for. So we get this. Price opens the market bearishly. I'm looking for a touch and go here. All right, and I would take it right to here. This would be my TP, taking out this high for liquidity, and price will enter into equilibrium, past the equilibrium into premium price, and I will be looking for price to come up here, taking out this high. We'll see, because this is its own zone, and it would require this zone to be taken out to be mitigated. So I like that. I think it's realistic to think about price going higher here. If it comes lower, if it takes out this supply, I'm looking for this, because that would expose this low. I'm looking for price to confirm the extreme of this zone being taken out. I'm looking for a price to take out both of these. All right. And I'll wait for price to come back for a high probability trade to the downside, because this will be pro trend. It's already a bearish market, and we'll have wind to our back. So I'm looking for a 15-minute confirmation here. Once I start to see demand fail, that's when I can take shorts. I hope you enjoyed this video. Do smash that like button. And don't forget to subscribe. Hey, listen, I want to hear from you. Give me some feedback, man. Ask me some questions on this setup. I love some questions. What do you think about the possibilities, the probabilities, and all that? What about this monthly demand zone target that I think is likely to happen? What do you think about this short-term strength in the pound and the overall the larger picture weakness in the pound? Talk to me. All right. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.